Poverty, but that's not the point.
Oh well.
Oh dear.
Have you pressed the start button?
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting good at
to
guessing
be
that.
fair, I cut off most of that because I'm like, people have heard you rant and rave enough about the Communist Manifesto
fair.
and other communist icons. So
fair.
I just got into the last wee bit. But yeah, welcome to episode 19 of the
Yay!
Roll It
Episode
podcast.
20?
19. Last one was 18.
Oh, I don't know how numbers work.
No,
Yeah,
well
Laura
done,
forgot
Laura.
what maths does. I am the East Coast variant of the Greg's Weird Unit. Unfortunately, as per our previous podcast, I'm missing my West Coast pal.
He's still no here. He'll be back soon. Don't
Yeah.
worry, everybody.
He
He
fucking
will,
better.
he will return.
I will drag him back by his heels. I am the assistant to the executive producer of the podcast. I am the general shithouse and editor of the Roll It podcast. To my right,
Laura.
Just Laura again.
That's who I am.
just Laura.
Saint of Roll It.
Stop.
And then on my left,
On your left, you have one of the secret admittance to the Mjolnir powered armor project on the planet of Reach, Connor Fallon, the co-owner of Roll It. Hello, how's it going?
and the reason we introduce it that way, because directly opposite me, we have someone that the community would know, but for those of you listening to the podcast, on his debut episode,
First time in.
our man from mainland Europe, Jules, is in the house.
Jules!
Woo!
Hi.
Welcome. How's it going?
Good.
Good.
I was going to introduce myself as the latest DM of Rollweight, but that's not true anymore.
It's not. You are no. There
There's a few, isn't
There
there?
are so many more who have bitten their teeth into
That is true.
the pie that is the DM verse.
I always see him more as a gatto.
As a wee chocolate gâteaux.
A big Schwarzwälder Kirstentort.
Oh, Black Forest Castle.
Well done! Yeah, that's it in German. It's great. It's fucking. That's such a good word.
Such a pretentious.
It's just funny to say. That's all. Oh man.
I've had enough of your
I
shit.
need
It's
it.
fair. It's fair.
I'm driving home.
Okay.
I don't
Nobody's driving Camille apart from me. But yes, welcome along, Jules. So again, most of you motherfuckers listening and most people from the community, you already know Jules. Jules is our very good friend and also helps us DM various TTRPGs at our one-shot nights in and around Glasgow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I suppose to get because obviously we've done most of our origins on the podcast, Joe. So for you, where did your DMing or your interest in TTRPGs begin?
On this under the spotlight now, bud.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, actually, when I was in uni,
Cool.
got invited to random
Wait,
one-shots.
you said that like years and years ago, like it's been multiple decades. Shut up, you're not
No,
old enough.
2008. It's almost 20 years ago. Anyways,
Well,
It's that big sigh.
I feel old.
It's bad, isn't it?
This is why Greg wants Greg be here, because he's old like me.
Yeah, he kind of cancels it out.
Yeah, he's old like me. He's like old. Sorry, Greg, I don't mean that. I love you lots, but we're old. We are the Statler and Waldorf for this podcast, mate. But sorry, continue. Apologies.
no. I got invited to a random one-shot, and we played for like, 5, 6, 7 hours into the wee hours of the night. I have no idea what the system was. It might have been invented by whoever was a DM. I don't remember what the DM was. It was in someone's flat. But it was great. It was a lot of fun. And I've been chasing that high since then.
Ever since. And what's your kind of main squeeze just now from system settings? Obviously, we run so many different things, but what's the one that's kind of grabbed you now that you're like, yes, I'm running this rapid?
To DM, there's 2 right now. I've been talking about it already, but Kids on Bikes.
KOB.
Yeah.
I
can't
am
wait to
really
play
enjoying
that.
it. Stranger Things coming back in at the end of the year.
That's right.
So in next month, the month after, I can't remember. But
December.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually the 26th of November.
yeah, but that's a vibe. That's not the only thing.
Yeah.
It's not the only inspiration, but it is the vibe, and I'm really enjoying that. And the other
Yeah.
one is Minion. Minion, which
Minion.
is very
Nice.
rules light, is Scotland based, as in created in Scotland by
Yeah.
someone that works at Ancient Robots and
Yeah.
Morgan
Yeah.
E, and it's really, really fun. And
Yeah.
I want to bring it even more to the table.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Ancient Robot,
Yeah.
who we just had on the pod.
Dougal was chatting about that earlier, and
Yeah.
we were like,
Literally moments ago as we record, but
Yes.
probably a week and a bit a week and an hour probably for you guys.
That was a
Yeah.
good episode.
Yeah,
it's
brilliant.
It's been fun.
So we have got you introduced now, Jules. You are now ingrained, you're bathed in the glory of the podcast ethos. We will start with our Nat ones and Nat fails of the week.
Oh, I've got
But again,
one.
for us, it is multiple weeks. And I suppose, well, technically for you, it's since we started recording this, so many weeks since.
It's
But of recent memory, I suppose, is the best way to curtail that. But Fallon's got a banger.
It's a quick one, but it is a nat one just to stay on the kind of theme of dumb shit. It's nothing rambly worthy, but I accidentally binned the tips.
What the fuck?
Wait.
Yep. Yep.
How much did you bin?
No. Just I know I binned tips.
Okay.
I was just really. It was one of those shifts. This was not from like rollway or whatever. This is my day job where I work at a pub, and it was fucking late and we had a lot of fucking just annoying customers in, just loads and loads of wee guys, and I was wanting to go home. And you divvy up the jars from the three different areas, and you put them in like a fine so they'll go through it at the back. And I didn't realise until I was at like the second set of lights on the way home, and I was like, "Did I do everything tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, put the glasses away, blah blah blah." The back bar's all clean, and cleaned up that big spill at the rum bar, and I was like, and then the tips, but oh no, so they were on like a kind of pile of receipts and beer mats. And I just remember, and it was notes as well. And I just remember grabbing it and just fucking it into the bin because I was like, one of the last things you do is you take the bins out before you lock the doors. And I definitely binned, let's say, about 40 odd quid of tips. Yep. So not amazing, but pretty fucking annoying.
Well,
and
let's hope nobody from your work listens to this.
That's the only
podcast.
reason I'm fucking grassing myself in, because I'm pretty sure. First of all, you know most people that I worked with at the Fox have fucked off and don't work there anymore.
Wait,
and
was your sister working?
Kat doesn't listen to this.
But was she working though?
Kat doesn't listen to this.
Was she working?
Pretty sure Kat does not listen to this.
You've been your sister's tips as well.
Kathleen, I think your brother owes you like a fiver. Just
fuck.
if you listen to this. If
It's
you don't
so
listen to
bad.
this, then
Next
it's
time
fine,
I see her,
doesn't
you're
matter.
getting
I was
dubbed in
fucking
rapid.
halfway home, singing away to myself, fucking, less than Jake's on the radio on my fucking phone in the motor. And I was like, I fully remember binning a fucking handful of tips. And I put it straight in the fucking bin, and I'm no bin raiding. Do you mean it was a few weeks ago? But yeah, I thought you would enjoy that, you pricks.
Oh, you are a dunderhead, like that's fantastic.
Right in the bin. Oh, fuck it. Doesn't matter.
Oh, that is cracked me up some chronic. That's brilliant.
Straight in the fucking bin.
Done,
Anything, Laura, for you?
Fanny. I think my low point is finding out my boyfriend chucked money in the bin.
I'll try buy a house.
Yeah.
Try to buy a house.
I'm sure I'm sure the fucking £4.80 that would split out of that 40 quid would have really fucking helped us. Yeah.
You don't know.
Maybe.
I've actually been told though, when you're putting in who told me that? Adele. When you're bidding on a house, don't do 100 grand. Do 100 grand and 25.
It might make the difference. It might be the difference with the next person that did a round number. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, well,
So don't do it. We won't do a round number.
I'll go 45 grand and £4.80 over then, right?
There we go.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Play the game. Do it right.
It's
no
that
£4.80.
Yeah.
It's no £4.80. Add £2.10 to that. $6.90, thank you.
Nice.
That is the correct number to have on the end of your
fair.
bids.
Nice.
But did you have any nat fails other than witnessing and listening to your other half admit that he binned money?
Oh God, that's. So
I mean, you
painful.
buy enough plastic crack that's probably enough binning money as it is. But
There's resin crack I'm after now.
yeah, I know. We've had a long chat about it.
That sounds even worse.
It's called Blackout. It's a miniatures game from a US veteran-owned company in America, and I really want the minis. It's Titanfall meets Kill Team, and that is all I'm going to talk about because I'll go off for fucking hours on this.
I don't think I've really got very much.
No.
Not had enough.
Like we've said before,
interesting.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with having a chill week.
Yeah.
Just
So-
a very
Had
kind
a
of
pretty chill one. I've not
average.
really. Nothing really interesting.
What about our lovely new guest today,
Yeah,
Jules?
Jules,
Have
do
you
you
had any
anything?
Nat 1s or Nat 20s recently?
I've been skiing about it on the way here, and I think the main thing is I've finally started doing exercise running mostly.
Oh,
Doing the
sick.
Country 5K. It's been all right. The only effect of it so far for me is that I'm walking weird. It's my knees, it's my ankles. I don't know when the positive effects are meant to be, but right now it's just a strain.
dear.
I will stand by the fact that cardio is wank. I hate cardio. You can fucking sell the runner's high to me all to live long days. You can stick it right up your ring.
I've got
not a chance I'm doing it.
a PT mate who said that would be the best fucking job ever if it wasn't for the fucking cardio.
Yeah, cardio's wank.
He hates it.
Cardio is wank. I tell my PT all the time, like he sets the Stairmaster and exercise. I'm like, you're a bastard. I hate you. I hate cardio with a
That's
passion.
wild because I think if I eventually decide to like go to the gym
Yeah.
more than my once a year.
Oh, like
I actually might enjoy the cardio aspect of
I will-
it, because
I
I,
will
do
not-
spend
yeah.
like an hour on the cross trainer at a time,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
I'm not
okay.
saying
Yeah,
that
love that.
it is a blanket statement that cardio is wank. For me personally,
Fair,
cardio
yeah.
is wank.
What's the fucking the tit destroyer called? You know that one where you do the fucking thing? Because I quite like that
You
one.
mean a chest fly?
That's it.
Yeah.
No, pectoral fly. That was
Pec
it.
fly,
Oh,
yeah.
tit destroyer is
well,
also
that's
fucking accurate.
not cardio.
I know. I'm just saying that's the. Fuck off.
There are other
That's
things
that's
that
the
are cardio.
that's the bit I like.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
There
Oh,
are
my
many
goodness.
things that are good cardio. For me, what have I got? What have I got? Oh, yeah, Tabletop Scotland. Tabletop Scotland. That was a
Yeah.
big. That was a big Nat 20. I had a great time.
Fab.
We bumped into multiple friends of the podcast.
What's your chums?
Tartan Tabletop were there.
Oh, shout out on
They
tabletop.
had their show on Saturday. Unfortunately, we weren't there on Sunday when Different Goblins were running their show.
Shame.
Um,
Love to
but,
catch that.
An additional Nat 20 for them on their behalf was the fact that they knew about the emergency alert and built it into the show.
That is fantastic,
amazing.
Pat.
That is
Robin
awesome.
and the team absolutely smashed that. Apparently,
Well done, DNG.
Boots on the ground were like, yeah, that was genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Is building a national alert for everyone's phone going off into your live play RPG.
I
Sensational.
shat myself. I was on my break in the work, and I was just like, it was a bit busy. We just done like lunch, and I'm just gonna sit down, fucking watch one of my autistic war history videos on YouTube, pretend I'm not here for a bit, and then everybody's phones went off roughly at the same time, and I thought
Yeah.
it was fucking first contact. I shat myself. I was like, is this it? Is this how it fucking ends?
Yeah, that's how
Oh.
this is the world ends.
And the Fox out in Houston.
Yeah, why not?
With my shoes off. Oh, dear.
We are
Wow.
shoes off.
I was in arcade and Michelle
yeah.
went round and she was like, just a heads up, the warning's going off in 2 minutes. And I was like, oh, I forgot about that.
Good
Yeah.
old- good old Michelle.
Good old Mish.
Make
I was
sure
shopping. I was in a
yeah,
I was
we-
in a store. No one reacted. I swear,
Yeah.
like just people just going boop.
Yeah,
I
100%. I was the same. I was sat on my sofa recovering from Tabletop Scotland, and I just went. I didn't even notice my work phone was in the other room, and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't even notice it was going off, and I was
Oh, yeah, my work phone
Yeah.
was just sitting on my desk.
yeah, didn't even notice. But yeah, we also bumped into Renegade Rich of
Oh,
Renegade
yes,
Rolls,
Rich.
who is boots on the ground doing many interviews with some awesome people.
Mm-hmm.
And him and I were waxed and lyrical about the amazing and awesome and cool stuff that we're all in hand. So yeah, good stuff.
Lots of pals to roll with it.
Definitely, and
Yeah.
potentially roll with it on the scene and on mass handed next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say it here in a semi-public forum. We're going to be at Tabletop Scotland no matter what next year.
In what capacity is yet to be
Yeah,
decided?
either full force as the big, lovely orange juggernaut you've all known us to become, or at least me and Laura walking around looking really sad with arms full of cardboard.
Yeah, yeah.
Dream high, like a stand, like a role live play stand with like banners and
I
posters.
think that could be
and
fun. Yeah,
Could be
everything.
fun.
Yeah.
Shit like Morkborg and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be. So I suppose to roll into the Tabletop Scotland chat, they
Yay.
have. Yeah, we said the thing. Whoa. They have a mass of volunteer DMs who run so much. Like the program has a full page for Saturday, a full page for Friday, and a full page for Sunday.
Amazing.
Of like honestly about 20 games, and they do it in 2 timed blocks. So you've got about 10 games for the first block, 10 games for the second block, and honestly there's so many systems in there that you just will always find something that you like. It's so incredibly good. And then if being a sweaty min-max gamer is your thing, they were also running Adventure League games
Okay.
upstairs. I mean, listen, if that's your bag, that's your bag. It's no for me.
I've never I don't understand Adventures League.
Adventures League
I don't understand how that works.
purely. So basically, it's an organization within the D&D mass sphere.
It's a League
that-
of Adventures.
Yeah, so basically, your character is part of that league.
But I don't know how it
So
works.
your
in
character can only level up when you are playing in game. So it's not like a normal D&D session. That if you miss a session and your party level up, you also level up. If you miss a session, you're missing XP.
Okay.
But you're also carrying your character from table to
Yeah,
table.
from table to table.
So I can be like in the States doing an Adventures League game
Yes.
and then be boom, I'm in France now
Yes.
with the same character
Exactly.
and then boom, back home in Scotland.
Yeah, so as long as you've prepared it against the rules of Adventures League, you can play in any licensed Adventures League game.
Swing,
So
that's
long as
really
there's space
cool.
for
There
you.
you go.
Yep.
pretty
So you
cool,
can
actually.
yeah.
Like
you
what
get all
Jules was saying,
sorts.
if we get the fucking orange t-shirts made again, get some merch. I've got a guy making his flyers. I've got a guy making his those those roller stands
standing
things.
one.
Yeah.
We should absolutely go in an official capacity, but also to buy a bunch of shit.
Yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I want to buy a lot of fucking stuff at Tabletop
So
Scotland.
good. So good.
Oh God.
Speaking of buying things at Tabletop Scotland.
Offer. You fucking
no.
didn't. This is twice you've done this.
So, to give a bit of
fuck's
context,
sake, man.
we were planning earlier in the Discord in our little podcast planning section. They were like, "Oh yeah, what will we do for our second podcast?" And I was like, "Don't worry, I've got it." And then Connor says to me upstairs, which we are coming to you, quote unquote, live from the basement dwellings of the Variety Bar. We were having a wee drink. I was having a juice because I don't drink, but
Shout
he's
out
like,
the
"Oh,
VB.
yeah, big time."
maybe the last bastion on Sauchiehall Street where you can have a decent pint.
Do you know what? It's not even exactly. I was going to say it's not even just a decent pint. The fact that they do a decent pint is a major bonus. The vibe of VB is just impeccable.
Yep.
Like the artwork on
so
yeah,
good.
the artwork on the walls is all like curated by Gail. Like it's from local artists, and it's just fantastic. The stuff on the telly, they had like a pet collective video where geese were getting marched about the place.
Marble Olympics.
Marble Olympics was up there. They've got films on. Like it's just brilliant.
I love all the daft tellies. I know where my new chum Paul Scott Canavan,
Yep.
he referred to it as an ADD prison, which I thought was fucking hysterical.
Very much.
Really, really
But
is.
no, I mean, like, you've always got, like, Gail and Caitlin and the rest of the team, and it's
Yeah.
no just like, what do you want? It's like, oh, hi, guys, how's it going? And you get chat as well.
Yeah.
Moan the fucking
Yeah.
VB.
If you've ever wanted a Cheers experience, VB is the place to go.
Definitely.
But yeah, you said, "Oh, what's your plan?" I was like, "Don't you worry."
I can't believe he's done this to us again.
So,
It's shite.
Nightmare.
I'm going to start with our captain and our commander in chief, Mr. Communism himself.
Right?
Um,
That's me, by the way.
I was having a good think. There was a lot of things I seen that were kind of in your vein,
Okay.
and then I thought to myself, how do I make this like really kind of out there? And then I was thinking to myself, what kind of themes have you run?
Mhm.
And I thought you've run motherships, so like sci-fi, military kind of things.
Yep.
You've run cyborg, so futuristic. I got you Demonborg when I was at UK
Which
Games
is-
Expo.
Oh, I'm
so like
cooking shit up for that now.
demon
It's so
stuff.
interesting.
You've obviously run like D&D, so fantasy. I was
Yep.
thinking, what setting have you not run in?
Oh.
And the Wild West came to mind.
The Wild West.
So I've got you. We deal in lead, which the back will explain why. Combat and exploration gameplay designed for one or more players, including solo or group play. Streamlined D20 roll under rules based on Cairn, Into the Odd, and Knave.
Oh,
Three
sick.
games that our Mr. Dougal have just mentioned.
Yeah, fucking literally, the
from-
last episode.
Yep. So they are 100% piece of piss rules. And the opening sentence for the blurb for the system is, you look to the friends beside you of your fellow gunslingers of the Order of the King. The arduous trek across the bleached desert is over, and now you stand before a fabled lost slip door. Through tested, the Order's fellowship stands true, and your grasp on your trusty guns worn sandalwood grip and push open the door. You gasp as the sharp sea air hits your lungs, gulls caw, and the foam sprays your face like a baptism. You step through the open door into another world.
Fuck
Oh.
my diddies.
So yeah, we deal in lead.
That sounds
Holy shit.
That sounds fun.
interesting.
And it's got your pulpy gunslinger on the front looking at a dragon and a wizard's tower in the background. Holy shit.
So I thought Wild West is something you haven't kind of stepped your toe into.
Not
And I
at
know
all.
you like your history, so it's probably going to be like heavily accurate to the gold rush of Yon America.
I've already got a couple of
My
characters in mind.
southern accent isn't bad at all.
I
either.
much prefer the Savannah accent. It sounds more syrupy and slow, just sort of spilling out of your mouth.
That's
Thank
just
you
an
so much.
You're very welcome.
that was weird and unpleasant.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
It's just
Just an
I'll
excuse to
just
play
get-
Red Dead
Fucking love Red Dead.
again.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Red Dead with fucking Oh shit, I'm getting ideas already.
yeah.
And that's pretty fucking right.
Right,
Well,
that's my homework sorted.
Laura,
Okay.
yours is about to get even better.
Oh.
I saw this game and was like, okay, this seems about right. And the lady that was explaining to me got about 60 seconds into the explanation. I was like, I need to buy this for Laura. And she continued on for another 5 minutes. And I
Oh.
didn't want to say to her, and I said to the team that I went through with, I feel really bad. And they were like, why? What's up? It's like, you've just bought a game from someone. Why would you feel bad? It's like, yeah, because she could have probably stopped 5 minutes ago and I would have bought it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a system called Tobeans.
Toe-beans?
Toe-beans.
Oh, I
What?
know this is going to be.
Tobeans.
Oh my
So,
crikey.
Tobeans,
Two of them.
Tobeans is a system which is based in a fictional cafe run by a mystical cafe owner where all of the waiters are cats.
Oh.
And you have to help the owner run the cafe.
Okay. Awesome.
However, they also have the winter edition,
Oh.
which is where the cafe owner has gone missing. And you have to help the cats. You have to help the cats find and help run the shop.
Mystery.
That sounds
It is a menu
fascinating.
system. Inside these boxes, obviously you guys can't see on the audio version. Inside these boxes are recipe cards that go towards like drinks, and in the winter edition there is actually the recipes to make the recipe cards. There's also little tags that you can put on your tea bags, so that if you've got little drawstrings, you can make them into the flavour of the tea that's from the shop, and it is just
Oh my
absolutely
gosh.
your game. There is also this little thing, which is the spring menu. So
Oh.
you have got all of that good
Oh
stuff,
no, you shouldn't have.
and it
That
is like
sounds delightful.
Yeah,
and it is maybe one of the most painfully Laura things I've ever heard in my life.
It
Absolutely.
sounds so cozy.
Yeah, it 100% is. So it's all about just wee cats, wee magical cats, and the art.
want to
Please
open
open,
it all
please
up
open
now.
one of them, because the artwork for the cats will send you catatonic, and I don't want
Catatonic.
Yeah.
Way.
and I don't want to have to edit that out in the middle of a conversation when you open it inevitably and go.
I'm trying.
You
to
started
think.
with the spring one.
Oh,
No, the regular one.
no, look at that.
There we go. Told you.
Oh, that is, oh no, they've got little bow ties on. Or little
Yeah.
thingies.
Yeah,
Oh,
Laura has just
so
found the
cute.
page with the cats.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the multiple pages with cats in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
this looks delightful. I
Yeah.
cannot wait.
And the really cool thing about it is the company that make it is Fistful of Crits, and
Amazing.
their partner is the printing studio, Fistful of Ink.
Oh, nice.
I thought that was really impressive. I was like,
Amazing.
that's genius.
Oh, this looks delightful.
You need,
Yeah.
you need to put that back in the box. You're going to be distracted
I
all
know,
session.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Mr. Watt is not here.
Oh.
But I will. Will I spoil it? No, I'm not gonna, because
We'll
he'll
keep
listen
it
to
hot,
this. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
have something for you, Mr. Watt, and it's again much like Laura's. I seen it was like, that's Greg, 100%. And then obviously we found out Jules was coming on the pod because we didn't know that Greg wasn't going to be here.
Correct.
And I was like, Santa Gregos doesn't work like this. Absolutely not. So,
Oh,
Jules,
Fuck's sake.
I went through this afternoon when I got home from work, literally in the 10 minutes that I had before you came in to pick me up. I went through my Magic collection, and I was like, what cards can I find that I think Jules will enjoy?
For some context, I just started playing
you
Magic
did.
the Gathering last
now-
month.
and you're
Exactly.
like heavy into it.
So you're
So
kind of...
into it.
You're on
That's
NTG
addictive.
Arena earlier on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't walking well on my computer.
There is a card that I pulled recently called Market Backwalker, which is a massive vehicle artifact, because I know that you were into, like, your first deck was the Artifact Matters. Another really cool artifact is a Mimic, which was part of the D&D set, but specifically the artwork that looks like old school D&D.
Oh, wow.
And then I thought, we've all been into Commander.
That's very
That's
cool.
the format we're all into. And I was
Yes.
like, what's a really cool Commander that would pay off something massive? And that would be Shadowheart from BG3.
No way.
Because she likes to sacrifice creatures that are fucking huge, and you draw your entire deck. So Market Backwalker and your Mimic will fit perfect in that deck.
Thank you very much.
So they are
Oh,
yours.
that's amazing.
They are yours to make mayhem and cause all sorts of problems and issues with
Oh no. Connor's ripping open
the
the
Wild
cellophane
West,
for
yeah.
Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
We deal in lead.
We
We deal in lead. Why did I call it Wild Wild West?
Oh, it's got a dead simple fucking character sheet. That's what
Oh,
you
those are
want,
cool.
man.
Yes. Yep. Yep. But there were many other very, very cool things. There was many cool things there. You can have all sorts of single player, multiplayer, 2-player. There's so many awesome things, and it's the beautiful thing is about these events, especially in Tabletop Scotland, is that they're all local people. They're all local creators. There are people that come from further afield, like Tobin's is from a company based out of Blackpool, but they're all UK based at the very, very least, generally. And they are just fantastic. They
And like small indie companies, not like somebody
absolutely,
that's
and
got,
they'll
like,
sell all sorts of cool stuff like bags, trays, candles. I mean,
It's like
yeah.
I've said before, like, I feel like that's where the creativity is.
yeah,
It's where,
fully.
it's where the love is, like, just from the get-go. Like, when people start, like we were saying to when Dougal was on, like, all these little tiny zines and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
every time we go to Ancient Robot, we always pick, like, one or two of them up because they're just fascinating, the stuff that's inside them.
I just love looking at that rotating shelf they have.
Yeah,
Just
the
random
zines,
things and just
Yeah.
pick one at
Yeah,
Because I
absolutely.
was saying a couple of us are going over the weekend, so
Saturday.
how much money are we going to spend? Probably a
Yeah.
lot.
Probably not as much
Probably
as I
a lot.
spent. It.
Well,
I really need to go to Tabletop Scotland next
It's
year.
very
I
good.
think.
Yeah.
Or was it this
You're
year?
coming with
Because
us, we're all gonna
oh,
go.
absolutely. This was the second year they were at this place.
Yes,
next,
in the Royal Highland Centre.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were formerly in Dundee, and then they unfortunately outgrew their home venue, their founding venue. Connor's very excited. Just
Yeah,
for,
sorry,
for
I was
audio listeners.
reading through dealing lead there.
But yes, they had to move it to the Royal Highland Centre, and for the 3 days they've been non-stop busy. So yeah, it's always good. But I suppose what's a good thing to spin off of is right into our indie picks, if we have any.
Come on, have I got any?
Yeah, I know.
No, Connor doesn't have any indie
None.
picks.
I do.
None at all.
I'm gonna talk about one. That we had the last time we did this, I gave you an option of two. So there was the slightly peppier one, and then the more traditional. Yeah, this sounds like shit. Connor would kind of play. It's one that a lot of people in the community have either played. Either my mini campaign, I know Benny's done a mini campaign. I've done a couple of one shots of it. I want to talk about Rowan Rickenbecker's Heart.
Have you not talked about that yet?
He hasn't.
No.
Aspire. Mentioned that.
There's a lot of games I play, Laura.
Yeah,
There's a lot
mentioned
of
that
games I
enough
play.
times.
I would like to talk about Heart.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people in the community have, like I said, some of our actual players have played this with us before. At the very least, you've heard me fucking talk about it, or maybe even you've seen the Quinn's Quest video or other videos sort of talk about it. Heart is set in the basement, if you will, of Spire, which is my favourite TTRPG, also from the same company. It's set in the exact same world, whereas Spire is the massive mega city, reaching the lower levels of the sort of stratosphere, going up. Heart is the basement going down to this ragged, wet, red hole in reality. It is much more of a sort of dungeon crawl, but like a dungeon crawl just so inspired and well done. You'll see themes of like, you know, Diablo and like going underneath Tristram, but then also weirder shit like Silent Hill and the other world when the walls turn to flesh and your eyes stop working and like, you know, ghosts are haunting you, and there's this the weirder it gets depends on how deep that you go. The Heart is this huge portal, this ragged wet hole in reality that will give you what it wants even if it kills you trying to do it. So everybody that starts off a game of Heart, you're this pathetic like wretch. You've got some sort of reason for being down there, which you can build with your dungeon master, your game master together, which is fantastic. The narrative side of Heart is by far one of the most impressive sort of like kind of structures of a game I've ever sort of seen, specifically on a game mechanic that I'm going to talk about called beats. So beats are essentially, again, a conversation that you have with your dungeon master about what you want your character to encounter. What are you doing over there?
Beats.
Sorry, jeez. Sorry,
That's the second joke Laura's made today.
I thought my headphones had stopped working because I seen her mouth movers. What the fuck she's saying?
That's the second joke Laura's made today. The other one in the car on the way over was a banger as well.
She's in too much.
That was so funny.
She's in too much
Yeah.
sugar. So beats are essentially, like I say, they're a narrative kind of conversation that you have with your dungeon master, your game master, about stuff that you want your character to encounter. And over the course of a session, a couple of sessions, they don't have to, but they're there to like help you like progress as a character, as a team, and like as a sort of unit, which is fantastic. It feels really organic. So if you're playing, just to, you know, off the top of my head, if you're playing the Hound, which are these kind of cursed soldiers, maybe you're like, I want to get into a fight in the next kind of that's one of my beats that I want, or I want to like, you know, maybe find some kind of trace of my regiment that's disappeared. That's cool because it's something that player wants, and you're giving the dungeon master like, oh great, cool, I'm gonna like write this into the thing, which just feels great. I like that it's made to end. So obviously your D&Ds, even I guess like Mothership or something like that, maybe not a Borg, that's way too high lethality. Those longer campaign games can run on for years and years and years if you want. The rules of Heart, they sort of start to kind of fall apart like bits of a wet cake if you try and run it over like 8 or 9 sessions, because there's only so powerful and so far you can get as a character in Heart before you kind of basically essentially die. So now I'm going to talk about my second favourite thing about Heart. It's the fucking character classes. So much like Spire, the classes in Heart are just weird, they're wacky, they're wonderful, and I have not seen anything even remotely like them in another system that's not Spire.
Yeah.
So you don't have the Fighter Man, the Healer Man, the Ranger Man. Nah, you got the Vermissian Knight, who's part Paladin, part Train. So you are made. Your armor is made from bits of the Vermissian, which little lower segue here. The Vermissian was a subway network that the Betters and Spire tried to make to go all over this massive megacity, but they tried to use hell as a power source, so it didn't fucking work. So there's a subway that never got used, and it's haunted and patrolled by these Vermissian knights. So you'll have like this big old dude made out of bits of train who's sworn to defend like the catacombs of Heart against all the horrible kind of creatures and ghosts that come out of it. So that's pretty fucking cool, and that's the most normal class you can play as. There's the
pretty much is.
Yeah, it's the most normal one. That's weird as fuck, and you can call on like trains and like subway signals and stuff as like abilities.
Like,
and,
what's that episode of Rick and Morty? The train guy.
Oh, the
haunted train man.
Vindicators.
The Vindicators. One of the Vindicators. is the train man.
And then another class is the Junk Mage, which answers the question like, what if like a wizard was like absolutely addicted to casting spells, like just could not get off and like not getting a buzz off of like, and that's class because you. By playing that character yourself, you want to cast more spells, and magic and hearts not to be fucking taken lightly. It's very, very dangerous. To get into some of the really weird shit, I think maybe the most unique character class I've ever seen in the game is the Deep Apiarist, who you are completely either symbiotically or totally taken over by a hive of sentient magical bees, and either you are the bees or the bees use you as a sort of vessel. Your organs are replaced with wax replicas. You can even like learn skills where your bees can pilot you while you sleep, so you can do stuff, for 24 hours a day. Yeah, they're really fucking gross, but everything's so grody and weird and amazing and just fucked. Like Spire, there's no hit point strength, you just take different types of stress.
Yeah.
The more stress you take, we get into the Fallout system, which is fucking great. And whereas you get some players who like to have a lot of Fallout and Spire, like, oh, I've broken my arm, oh, the police know where it are, which is kind of to be avoided. In Heart, you kind of want to get Fallout. It's sort of how you level up. So the worse and more fucked up you get, the more abilities you sort of unlock.
So it's kind of like powered by the apocalypse in that way, because you get experience in that by failing.
Sure, yeah. So you want to...
Yeah.
Like when we played the minicampaign, we had our pal Andrea, shout out Andrea, who was trying to collect as much Fallout as she could, like they were Smarties. So like her Cleaver character was just riddled with all sorts of stuff. So she had like memory holes. So whenever she got up to go to the toilet or go get a drink at the bar and arcade, we had to make up something that she did and couldn't tell her because she couldn't remember it as her character.
Fantastic.
That is horrible.
Yeah,
That's
great.
sick. I love that.
She had stuff where upon a kill, she had to take the eyes out of an opponent and wear them, which would stress everybody else out. So just weird shit like that.
Yeah.
But like I say, the more Fallout you get, you start to get to what's called your Zenith, and that is the final, most powerful ability that your character or class can get. The catch is the Zenith ability is going to take you out of the game.
Yeah.
So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be super powerful. It might win that encounter. It might, claw victory from that awful fight that you're in. But you're probably going to not leave the table, but that's going to be you.
Yeah.
The only one I've personally dealt with, which I thought was fucking hysterical, is our pal Andy played the Incarnadine, which is a class that is so in debt that you are contacted by the god of debt himself to be a priest for him. And Andy got so far up that his Zenith ability was to like pay the debt.
Yeah.
And he was like, what does that mean? So when you pay off the debt, you're free. You can just leave. A door can open and it'll go anywhere that you want. He's like, oh, and this was before the final fight of the campaign. He's like, can I just fuck off?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sure. And he's like, all right, cool. And he fucked off and left everybody else at the table to fight this horrible boss fight themselves. And he sat there in like 2.5 hours of real fucking time and just watched all of his mates just suffer. He's like, I'm going to fuck him out of there.
Yeah.
Heart.
Wow, that is savage.
Heart is fantastic. There is so much space and spec for creativity. You can get pretty fucking dark with it. Some of the subject matter can be pretty... Always make sure you've got safety stuff in terms of your table, but it can get really, really, really weird. I mean, like I said, Silent Hill is the biggest sort of kind of thing to me because you'll go into one room thinking it's another subway station, but maybe you'll be in a blood-red savannah with a black sky and 3 laughing moons. You can get really fucking deep with it and weird and strange. And yeah, it's fantastic if you get a chance. I mean, I know I'll be running a mini campaign of it soon.
So, yeah.
But
I was in a 10-session campaign of that with Broadway Regulars, and it was absolutely amazing. Yeah. Benny was the DM, he was great.
Shout out Benny.
Absolutely.
What class did you play?
I played the Blood Witch.
Nice.
And it was a lot of fun. I was a very serious guy that was just looking for a way to take down the Spire, an Elfia guy, and it was great. And honestly, we played as a group of players, group of characters, don't really talk much to each other. We all had our secrets. We didn't really want to share them with each other, and we just kind of barely functioning. By the end of it, we were crying. We were like each of us, like the Zenith ability, as you said, we hit our Zenith bit, and then used as innate ability, and one of them was like, as you said, just walking through a door, karmic debt paid, and disappearing into.
See you later. Bye.
Yeah, and then some others just fighting forever as a ghost, never ending, and it was all amazing. We were just crying at each other, having a chance to having this emotional send off.
It's a beautiful game. I think in my mini campaign, Sean was the only one who, I'm doing air quotes, quote unquote, survived.
Yeah.
But his fate was fucking. It was so sad.
Yeah.
He was cursed to patrol the tunnels of the heart forever.
Oh wow.
He could never, not even go to the surface. He could not leave the level he was on, and just couldn't stop. Couldn't stop at any place to rest. He just had to be constantly moving. Just always on patrol.
Yikes.
Some of the Zenith ability, you just become part of the heart. You become a dungeon. You become like
a
just
physical
city.
landmark. Yeah.
Wow.
It's really worth playing. I'm gonna start I got a mini campaign coming up. I'm probably I don't know how it would work in a one shot. Maybe like a takeover day. You can do like a big one shot.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, as Jill says, like something like a 4 or 5 hour bad boy.
It's amazing. It's honestly Heart is fantastic, and I've been sitting on that for a while because I knew I wanted to talk about it at some point.
Yeah,
the bits are great because you get to tell your DM ahead of the game, I want this and this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and the DM will make it happen later. Except I did that and I forgot about it. And then it was served to me on a silver platter.
Yeah.
I needed to kill someone for information that I really needed. It's like I needed so badly that I'm willing to kill someone. It was served to me. It was in my face. And I was like, I literally just went to that NPC, look over there, and then ran away with a book that I was trying to steal from this library's bookshop.
Yeah.
An hour later, finished the game, finished the session, everyone's saying goodbye. I go,
you were supposed to, just knife him.
I love things like that though. Like as a DM, nothing is tastier to me than the realization that players have forgotten something that they have given you multiple sessions ago in their own backstory, and you just get tanned right in the face with it. It happened in one of my D&D campaigns recently. They have, so basically they're part of this organization and they are kind of figuring out that the world that they know it is not exactly as they first thought it was. There are much more machinations happening in the background, and they're now somewhat intertwined with that realization and whatever is about to come to the fore. Except one of them has lost their sister, and they are off to find them. And they've been having like a lot of kind of these visions and like memory lapses and stuff like that. So they had a dream that showed them someone in a dark cloak instead of their sister. And then the other player in that group is a rogue who had a fae mentor that taught them how to use the whips that they have. And then they figured out that because their mentor went missing after having to run away from a bad situation, and they then pieced together as they were heading to find this character's sister, that it was his mentor that killed the parents because they were orphans. And they were like, wait, do I recognize that cloak? And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. Like, what do you mean? It's like, it's absolutely a cloak you would recognize. And then the penny dropped like instantly, and it's like, oh no, no. And then the other players are like, what's happened? No.
Absolute fear.
Yeah, just no. Don't like, no. And I'm just sitting there with this massive shit-eating grin on my face, like,
this is my favorite thing as a DM.
Oh,
seeing one player realize something and everyone else going, what?
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
Do you know who's got a great face for that? Claire.
Yes.
She takes notes. She will notice.
Yeah.
The
She will
most recent
remember.
one was we were doing a mothership one, and basically the ship that we were on was fucked.
Yeah.
And they had to basically fix a lot of sort of problems. And I'm not gonna people that they were playing, I'm not gonna fucking just go through the whole twists and turns that I did, but basically there was a bit where I was leaving them little sort of breadcrumbs to be like, oh, this is what happened on this ship, because it looked like, oh, that ship's been boarded by pirates, what a shame, but that's not what fucking happened at all. And then just seeing Claire kind of be like, oh fuck, but my character doesn't know that. I'm like, no, your character doesn't know that, but immediately understanding the gravity of the situation.
She had a similar situation when we were playing Star Trek at Lebowski's, and she was like, oh yeah, I'll be the character that's like former Borg, and I was like, cool, make sure you read the sheet. And she was like, why? I was like, make sure you read the sheet. And she read it, and there's a part in there that says formerly of Starfleet Intelligence, and she was like, what do you mean? And then I put on my notes on my app, I put in section 31 and handed to her, and she went,
Yep.
And just like immediately did that Claire like melting into the back of the seat and
Like,
just
fuck.
oh
Just gonna let everybody else play the game. For a
yeah,
while.
exactly. And she's just like trying to be
Gears
cool about it.
grinding and-
Yeah, absolutely. She's trying to be so cool about it. And she's like, "Do I have a contact?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, you do." And she's like, "I'm gonna go and speak to them." I'm like, "Fantastic!" So like, so excited to basically have like a side mission that intertwined with the main mission that the rest of the team won, but they did realize it was part of it. And then they had the debrief afterwards, and she was like, "Oh, would I have anything that's like Starfleet intelligence?" And I was like, "Yeah, give me 2 seconds." And I typed out an entire regulation that of like Starfleet intelligence,
Sure.
and she was so excited to go, "Yes," and read it as like plain faced as possible, as if it's like been just like burned into her brain. And it was so good. Yeah,
Class,
shout out Claire
man.
for being class.
Shout out Claire.
But yeah, Laura, have you got anything that's sitting ruminating for you?
I've not ran anything new recently.
Yeah.
So everything's kind of.
Is there anything perhaps that's on the horizon you're thinking that you might pick up? Or is it anything that you've seen in many stores like Ancient Robot and others?
Oh God, probably. Oh, in fact, oh no, I forgot what it's called. That's so bad. Oh, the last time we were in Edinburgh when we went to see Beth May's show, when we went to Ancient Robot, and I got that game that was like the map. And it's
Mapamundi.
No, it's not
No.
that one.
Oh,
but that
fuck,
one actually
yeah.
will be an interesting
It's
one.
not Cartograph. It's the other one. But I wasn't paying attention because I was buying
Beyond the
shit.
map.
Ah,
Beyond the Maps?
Maybe.
sure.
Oh, great.
Maybe not. Somebody else
Yeah.
go and I'll.
Yeah,
Somebody else go first.
I'll fill in the blanks for one. Hello, friends. It's me, your favourite podcast editor and East Coast variant of the Greg Squared unit, Greg C. You're about to hear me go off on a tirade about something called Shin Zero. That is not a TTRPG. I got too excited by looking at stuff on Kickstarter and thought, yeah, this is cool. This is a TTRPG. I even posted it in the Discord, other TTRPG channel. It's a graphic novel. So take it with a pinch of salt as to what you're about to listen to. It sounds cool, and maybe I'll run it as part of the Power Ranger system, but yeah, it's not a TTRPG. Just thought I'd let you know. Alright, back to the episode. I'm about to back on Kickstarter. Is called Shin Zero, which I posted in the Discord recently. It is now. I mean, we're all very aware that I am a Power Rangers fan, which it derives from the Super Sentai shows in Japan, and this is basically a combination. So there's a lot of new manga and new anime and stuff that talks about Sentai in a different light.
Okay.
Sentai is all very like Power Rangers. It's all very like 5 heroes, 6 heroes, however many heroes taking on some great evil and saving the day.
Sure.
New media is starting to look at it from a different light, and one of the ones I got into was Go Go Loser Ranger, which is its English translation.
That's the anime where one of them is not that strong. He's a bad guy.
Well, yes. So basically, the concept is that the Dragon Keepers are the Super Sentai heroes of this place, except they defeated all the bad guys that invaded 10 years ago. The rest of society does not know this.
Okay.
Because every Sunday they have a fight in an arena where
for
one of
God's
the
sake.
where one of the big kaiju baddies comes down. They have a big scrap. Everyone saves the day. Everyone goes home.
Yeah,
with merch.
thank God for the...
Exactly, for the
okay.
Dragon Keepers. They're also so powerful and influential that they form part of this. They effectively form part of the political society as well.
Is this like fucking Power Ranger the Boys?
Basically, yeah.
That's cool as
Basically.
fuck.
Because all of them have their own psychotic, like personalities. So
Okay.
like the I think it's the Blue Ranger in it, the Blue Dragon Keeper. It's just an absolute psycho and just like loves murder. No, it's a green Dragon Keeper. He's just a psycho and loves murdering people.
Fucking Homelander.
Like actually, yeah, exactly. Like just absolute psycho. And like the Red Dragon Keeper's obviously the leader, so he's very cool, calm, collected, but is very like lethal as well. And they all have these artifacts, the divine artifacts, which is the reason they've been able to kill the kaijus, and they are the reason that they basically, as Joe says, the minions are kept on the floating island, which is where all the kaiju come from, because they are changelings. They can form other shapes, so they are reusable people because they can kill them because they
Cannon
don't use.
fodder.
Yeah, exactly. They kill them, don't kill them. But the threat of these divine artifacts that they have will kill them if they use them properly. So because they're not doing it proper, they just basically pretend to die, go back to the floating island, and then they do it another Sunday. Except one of the bad guys thinks, I've had enough of this pish. So gets down onto the human world as we know it, and uses his changeling abilities to become a human, and enters as a cadet of the Academy of the Dragon Keepers, and basically works his way up through the ranks to kill all of the Dragon Keepers.
That's pretty cool.
Except they find things are happening in the background. There's all sorts of weird interactions. Other people are trying to end the Dragon Keepers, and he makes friends along the way, and finds lots of other things are happening, and it's so incredibly good, and I love it. And Shin Zero is maybe not quite as lethal or bad, but it is a similar kind of what happens if. So the blurb in the campaign is the final kaiju fell, and then so did the Sentai Dream. 2 decades ago, after the final kaiju fell beneath a thunderous blaze of technicolor justice, the Sentai Dream has been dimmed. No more dazzling battles or stadium-sized glory, just a generation of ex-hopefuls who, including 5 young heroes, sharing a rundown flat and side gigs that barely cover rent. So you're basically former Power Rangers that now just have to live life normally.
Fuck's sake.
Except there's potential that you may be called upon at any moment, because who knows what's coming next. So the government may need your services, so you have to be ready at any moment while still keeping a job.
And
It's the artwork, and it's beautiful, and like the whole world just looks incredible. I'm just so very excited for it.
It does sound pretty fucking cool. A kind of darker slant on.
Yeah, it's like, and I think it's because there's also, funnily enough, in the Power Rangers RPG that Renegade publish, there's a supplement to it that is specifically about your Rangers' mundane life. So how they exist, if they're at school, if they have jobs, if they're at university, college, if they're doing other group activities, how mechanically
killing
does that
folk with swords IRL.
Yeah, exactly. how does that actually interact on the side? So you can actually make part of your RPG a non-Power Rangers episode. And like it kind of mechanicizes that effort rather than it being purely just roleplay. So yeah, Shin Zero is like basically its entire thing is there. It's very good. It's on Kickstarter right now. You can back it, and as I say, it looks beautiful. It's already raised £67,000.
Fuck's
Which it's
good for them.
Target was 5,000. So
Smashed
they may have
it.
cleaned that. But yeah, they have got one final stretch goal to go, and there's a lot of really cool stuff to go with it. And yeah, I'm just very, very excited.
Because we actually just got the funds collected for the Heart expansion.
Oh, that's
which
right.
Obviously, I
I've seen
jumped
that.
into with fucking bare feet. Fuck it. Much sound. Give me everything. Thank you. Have you remembered what it was yet?
House. Yes, I googled it. I've forgotten it already. Border riding.
Border riding.
So,
okay.
as a book, as a physical object, it's like an OS map. So you open it out, and that really, you know OS maps. When you open them out, it's a fucking nightmare, and they take up like so much space.
They're like folded like 19 times or
God,
whatever
yeah,
the
like,
fuck, yeah.
If you unfold it the wrong way, or if you fold it, you've basically fucked it if you fold it wrong. And it's, as a game, it's kind of like, it's a GM-less game. You can play it with, I think it's up to 6 people. And it's basically about creating a world, creating an island, creating whatever, and progressing the people from sort of the start of their sort of civilization.
Sure.
Changing things, like you actually physically make the map as well, which sounds really quite cool. And yeah, it's basically
sounds kind of like Civ a little bit.
Yeah, I suppose actually it probably I do need to sit down and properly read it. I've tried, and my brain's been very much all over the place at the moment. But yeah, you basically just create a series of maps and see how you as a group, like you and your friends, how you've sort of built and changed this community. And it sounds really cool. It does sound very much I don't know, just a nice cool wee game. And then if I do it, if I do run it, then I'd be like, okay, well, I'm stealing that map to then make my own world.
Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah,
just have someone make a world for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very sly, Laura.
Yeah, that sounds very cool.
You're getting it on Saturday.
Oh, I've already got it.
Oh, you've already
last time.
Come on, Jules. Laura's not got the financial responsibility to not buy something.
Definitely not. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm kind of looking forward to. How about you?
What about yourself, Jules? Yeah, you must have something.
What do you have that you're playing?
So I'm obsessed and fascinated by TTRPGs that are not the classic seeing of exploration and fight and negotiations and whatever. Something like a bit like the map one. The one I have on my shelf that I really, really need to bring to a table at some point is Dialect.
Dialect.
Yes,
It's a
you've mentioned
beautiful
this.
game
I
about
know this one.
creating a language.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
but not just a language. You're creating the civilization. Think about like this tribe living on an island, and you're coming up with that language, and you're coming up with it through the game as a group. Each player bringing something to that language from the creation of it, all the way to when you start losing it. Maybe they start speaking English more. Maybe they start losing their official language and.
Or like slang develops or something.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
They're losing their culture, their identity, and everything like that. So it's a beautiful thing of going from the inception of this culture to the end of it, to the end of this civilization. It comes with a beautiful pack of cards as well, and essentially you play it in 3 phases, and you play with the cards, making 3 rings, starting from the very beginning to like the height of this language and this civilization and this culture to the death of it, to the disappearance
it's
of
won
it.
a shit ton of awards.
It is great. It is genuinely unique, and it's on my shelf, and I really need to bring it to a table.
Game of the year, best
That
tabletop. Loads of
sounds
Ennies.
I kind of in my mind have had, is there games that you could sort of smoosh together? Obviously, Spire and Heart. That's a nice, easy one. You can smoosh them
Same
together.
world, yeah.
Yeah. D&D has so many homebrews that you're kind of smooshing together 2 worlds.
Yeah, pretty much.
That and border riding.
Oh, absolutely.
Sounds like that actually could be quite a cool combination of you are making the world while also making.
It would be
making the island.
super
Yeah.
interesting
Cool.
to see it done at the same time by
Yeah.
2 separate groups.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
So like whatever influence and decisions happen in dialect get passed over to you, and
Yeah,
then you
and
then
then vice
influence.
versa.
Oh, that would be
and play
super
the
fun.
map.
Yeah.
So stuff like that's really cool.
Well.
I've seen it
maybe we'll try
Yeah.
and figure out how the games work, and then we can.
because I've
smash
seen it
together
done with like
and do-
D&D. Like
Aye.
there are people that are maybe in a mansion, and
Yeah.
you've got like multiple groups of of people who are invited to this mass party
Mm-hmm.
who are actually your different tables. They become like the 4 or 5 player teams that are going around trying to figure stuff out, but when they stumble on something, it maybe affects somebody on a different table.
Yeah.
So they then have to go and say, oh well, actually stop right now, you've now got to deal with this trap because they've activated it on the other side of the house.
I really want to do that as a heist. I don't know what the system is.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
like 2 teams have been sent to get the same item, but it's 2 tables, and they don't know that they're competing with each other to be the first one to get it.
Yeah.
We
I've seen something-
did
sorry.
something very, very, very similar to that years ago. Do you remember? It was early rollweight. And it was
for early
an
roll, we were mostly fucking drunk, to be fair.
That is true. That is
That might have
definitely
helped.
true.
Yep.
But it was specifically for, I think it was Arcade's
Oh,
second
shit!
or third birthday.
Yeah, it was
And your mate Aaron
Uh-huh.
basically designed this whole sort of mini system himself.
the fight for
Granted,
Arcadia.
It was kind of fun. I
Amazing.
don't remember anything about it. I think it was
It
just
was
very
the
complicated.
Green Ronin Dragon Age rules that we tweaked the fuck out of.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. But that's essentially what that kind of ended up in. So it was Connor was running a table, Aaron was running one, and I was running one, and eventually all these groups
Merged
together for this final big fight. And it was like basically me and Connor sort of stepped back, and Aaron sort of stood in as like the DM for the like
The final sort
15
of battle.
people or something for the final battle.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It was like basically Ready
was
Player
very cool.
One / Tron. So Arcade, our pals at Arcade, shout out Arcade.
Big
That was the
Arcade.
battle for Arcadia.
yeah.
So everybody
it
was like
okay.
fighting like Tron style baddies and stuff like that. There was loads of memes and in jokes about like fucking Salt Market and shit. It was really
You'd
good
have
fun.
to try and get in contact with Aaron to see if he's still got that document
like
anywhere.
I've mentioned Aaron before, who was one of our original team, who has since just vanished off the face of the earth. He was pretty much running Rollway at one point in terms of the idea department.
Yeah.
Just disappeared.
Just fell off the face of the planet.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
It would be cool if we could try and get a hold of him and try and revive that.
if I
in some
dig
way. That
through
would be
my
pretty cool.
OneDrive, I think I can find the rules for Battle
Okay.
for Arcadia.
Cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Please do that. That would be pretty cool. I could probably actually do that as well. I think he
That'd be
shared it
cool.
with me too.
Dialect sounds fucking
It does.
awesome.
I really want to play it at some point.
Sounds
Just run
great.
it.
It's really
It's beautiful. It's all of it. It has the first, second, or third page or whatever is rules about how to play together, how to tell a story together. And I've shared it before, I think, on the Discord, but I think it applies to most games we do.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful about
I love
like,
books
working
like that,
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of just inject like a kind of new mind aspect of it. and just allow you to play other games, as you say, like with that same mindset.
There was another one of these kind of combination sort of games. I'm stealing it. I've seen it on the Mothership subreddit, which is fucking class. And one of it's like obviously the the threat in a mothership's called the horror, and that's your fucking alien gagoos, your face huggers, whatever the fuck you want to put in it. And one of the tables was basically like coming across the derelict.
Cool.
And going through all the fucking, you know, the footage and whatever.
Yeah.
But the other table was 20 hours previous, welding all the doors shut and like setting up traps to stop the thing, and then the other table's having to like go through all the traps they welded it, or they set up a shotgun at the top of those stairs, like that sort of shit. Like, that sounds fucking awesome. It's like dueling sort of Mothership, same map, but one's a couple of hours before.
Yeah.
So would you run that in tandem with somebody else, or would you run a game
I think you would
early on in the day and then immediately be like, okay, cool.
Either that, or you could do tandem, because you could be like, cool, we're just gonna have a wee break there. I could be like, Greg, where are they? It's like, they're at stairwell 2. I'm like, cool. At the top of stairwell 2, my guys apparently rigged a claymore anti-personnel mine, so you're gonna have to deal with that. Like, all right, cool. Have some fun with that. That could be.
You could even do it like 2 weeks apart. You know, like when you make a dungeon and you're setting up traps and you're setting up things. Have a team of players whose entire game is just setting traps. You tell them there's something that's coming and you need to stop them from getting to whatever the treasure room or whatever it is, and then have another set of players, maybe the same people, I don't know, like going through the next week.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's so many different ways that you can play games, and it's just like
TTRPGs is fucking
too
magic.
much stuff and not enough time.
I also think that the Rollway has a unique kind of opportunity there with having people coming back every week on tables, like 3 tables at once, that you can do so many interesting things with it.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of time, we better move into some questions,
of which we've got a few
from the Discord.
We've got, here's one from our pal Jade straight away. Hi Jade, how's it going? Who's asking Jules, how does it feel to be French? For fuck's sake, Jade.
How does it feel?
I've never done anything else, I wouldn't know. That's all right.
Yeah,
I
smashing.
have left 11 years ago and I'm not going back.
Smart, good man.
Cheers, Jade, fuck's sake.
Yeah, another quickfire question, or 2 in fact, from Boatman Nick. Mr. Blobby, smash or pass? Laura?
Smash.
Mr. Blobby!
Pass.
You said smash to Mr.
I'm
Blobby!
too afraid of it.
They're fair, so that's a pass.
That's a pass.
It's a pass.
With the addendum, if I can hunt him down with a sword.
Use it off 30 because there's a Mrs. Blobby. Get it up, yeah, I would.
The question was Mr., not Mrs.
Yeah, I know, but I'm changing it. Get fucked, Nick.
Okay.
Wow.
Nick also asked favourite type of sandwich.
Oh, I've got a screamer.
Go for it.
So I really enjoy the Warburton spins that you get.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go into sandwich creation. Fuck you, this is what you get, Nick.
Yeah,
So the
not just character
the
creation.
brown bread Warburton spins.
Yeah.
Bottom bit, we put a scrape of the seriously strong mature cheddar spreadable cheese.
Yeah.
2 slices of the Calabria Italian ham out at Aldi, which fucking is dynamite, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice zigzag of Kewpie mayo.
Yeah.
And if I've got it, which I have recently, crumpled up flame grilled McCoys, wee bit of butter on the top lid, smush smush. 2 of them, big cup of tea.
Interesting.
Bob's your fucking uncle.
There you go. And there where the roll with it sandwich is born. Jules, favourite sandwich?
I love a ploughman.
Ploughman's?
Good, nice cheddar, some
Classic.
ham, some pickle, perfect.
Yeah, you get good ploughman's is good. Laura?
The chicken Caesar from Peace, but without olives, because olives are bomb.
Oh, shout out Peace,
right,
man.
Basically,
Fuck.
mayo, parmesan, chicken, salad.
Yeah.
Delicious. And a baguette. It's messy. Love it.
I would have 2. All of them involve cheese.
Of course.
Correct.
Haggis and mozzarella
Whoa!
Ooh, interesting.
with rocket.
Okay, yeah.
Toasted.
Rocket, give it a neat little...
And then tuna and Swiss cheese. Tuna mayo and Swiss cheese.
Interesting.
Is that 2 different ones?
Yeah. Yeah. Both cheeses, different
No, just
cheeses.
all that and the one
know.
sandwich.
Oh, do you know what
that
I
would
would?
be...
Tuna and haggis.
Oh, God, that would be horrifying.
Cheers, Nick.
Yeah.
So
Thanks, Nick.
tough.
Oh my
now
God.
into... Wait, hold on. There's another Mr. Blobby question. Do you think Deal or No Deal would have been better if Mr. Blobby and there's the banker and Noel had
For
flipped the
fuck's
phone up?
I think Deal or No Deal would have been better if Mr. Blobby was executed by firing squad. Fuck me. He's terrifying. He exists to fucking pull out the nightmares of children for the 90s. He's awful.
So basically what you're saying, if you were the FBI, your most wanted would be Mr. Blobby and Strad.
Mr. Blobby and Strad.
Yeah.
Mr. Blobby and Strad.
Which version of Strad, but...
Just want to see me turning a bunch of bats.
But...
Listen, I've got the banker on the line, right?
Oh, get the banker. The banker's just up the stair, eh? You think you are getting the money, but you're
I
no
feel
way.
like we need to get him on just so that he
Grant
can be like, I'm
McHugh,
so
yeah.
sorry
I'm
that we've
just-
just taken the piss out of Gary Tank
Yeah.
Commander.
It's no, it's
Just have him on to
funny.
do the voice of a
All
vampire
right,
for now.
actual, genuine, bona fide question from our Claire.
Claire.
What's your favourite way to start a one-shot? I have one, and it's the one some people have played in it so far. It is the D&D one-shot I wrote, which involves them going to the Fey Realms because they start in combat
Yeah, I've run that.
Mid-swing
I've run that, I've played
with a
that.
dragon cult.
Wild.
Okay.
So they basically are in scrapping, and as they are getting close to finishing, one of the dragon cult decides to burst open the veil between the prime plane and the Fey Realms and escape using it as their means of retreat. Except they forget that they need to shut it behind them, and the team manage to get through it. And then they are whisked into the Fey Realm, needing to try and find a way home, and they follow the rest of that one shot.
That's
I've done
good
something
fun.
very similar in D&D like
Yeah.
that, where it was just pretty much welcome to a table, roll for initiative.
Yep, 100%. That is the first words out of my mouth. Is
that
roll for
was
initiative.
that was like. Yeah, that was wild because I was like, wait, what?
Yep, roll for
I haven't
initiative.
even told you what my character
Good way to
is
start.
yet.
Good way to start a fucking thing, though, because then
Yeah.
you can tell, what does your character look like as you're swinging to
That
attack.
is-
Yeah, or what are you
Actually,
swinging?
no.
What clothes are
Yeah.
involved in the swing? So
Yeah.
It's also good,
Yeah.
especially because we got a lot of return players and stuff, just to fucking fling them off their fucking
Yep.
game. Like,
Yeah.
go now, you're under attack. No,
Yep.
you fucked up, you missed.
yeah,
Good
a lot of people
one.
like that one because
I've-
of Tory Giff in it. But
There's
yeah.
I mean, I've kind of talked about this similar before, but there's kind of two that I like. I like introducing people to themselves and each other on the road. If it's like D&D or a kind of fantasy one, like here, it's
Oh, like, a caravan.
people wouldn't be walking around on their lonesome.
Yeah.
I thought you don't do that. You didn't do it in history. You wouldn't do it
Yeah.
in D&D. You'd get fucking eaten or stabbed or robbed or whatever. So like you would tend to have travelling companions just for maybe even as far as the next town. So I
Yeah.
like that one. However, because I've been playing a lot of Mothership recently and because I've got a lot more Mothership to go, I like the whole, here you are, everything's fucked. Like,
Yeah.
like making them find out like everything's absolutely fucking ruined. Like that one there, the player who played our captain went to the sort of console. It's like, can I give like a diagnostics check? I goes, yeah, sure. So what's up? Your reactor isn't just off; it's dead.
Yeah,
So the oxygen that you've got on your ship is all the oxygen you're ever going to have again unless you fix something. Like your nav beacon is down, you've got no life support, there's no air purification on it, and your thrusters are dead. And it's like, what do we do? I'm like, I'm not going to fucking tell you. And then that sort of shit, well, how do we fix this? That sort of kind of initial sort of panic, because I like the relationships that form at the start of that session, because it's like, all right, hi, I'm like a marine, what can you do? You're an engineer, great, we need to find out what's going on with this reactor.
Yeah.
I like that sort of start to a one shot. I think that's quite good fun.
My favorite one I did recently was D&D, and it was, you've already got the item, you went to get to a dungeon, you're on the way back, you partied too much last night.
Nice.
Ooh.
Roll me 2d6. You
I
waking up
love
in
a
the
chunder
morning.
check.
You wake up, you're a 4, you wake up behind the bar.
Yeah,
Roll the other dice. Oh, you have a tattoo on your arm that says Love Gertrude. Who's Gertrude? You
Oh.
don't remember.
That's so there is a table, like a full page table in Pirate Borg for carousing, which is basically that. And you roll 4d20. So it's like you were, you woke up, you have, and now. And that's the 4 tables that you roll on, and it's
Brilliant.
fucking
Wow.
ridiculous.
It was essentially that. And it was great because it ended up creating stories that I hadn't planned for at all, because one of them didn't have their swords anymore, didn't have a weapon. Instead, they had a giant wooden spoon.
yeah.
And it
Beautiful.
ended up taking a third of the one shot, just figuring out
Honestly, that's
where the sword
fantastic.
was and trying to
Yeah.
trade the spoon back for the sword
So
with the
good.
cook.
So good. Laura, you got one you like that's a bit out there? I know you're a big fan of In a Tavern.
I do like the In the Tavern, but I'm gonna try. I need to branch out. I did a one shot a couple of. I think it was a wee while ago at this point.
Yeah.
But everybody woke up in a prison cell.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oblivion
And
style.
you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you don't know why. You don't know what you did last
Ah.
night. All you know is you got a headache, mouth dry. You're locked in this damp, cold prison cell,
Yeah.
and you don't have your weapons.
Ooh.
What do you do? And
Interesting.
usually it just I think it ended up with them breaking out of the cell,
Yeah.
and then figuring out that they got framed for a crime, and then trying
Nice.
to figure out who
Nice.
actually
Good
did
stuff.
it. That was pretty cool.
Another
Kinda
question from the Discord from Wee AJ. If you could turn any board game into a TTRPG, which board game would it be?
Oh, good shout, Adam.
Betrayal at
Ooh.
House on the Hill. It's already halfway there.
Basically, and
yeah.
it has a D&D
Pretty much.
It has a D&D variant as well.
Betrayal of Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate, yep.
Because I was gonna immediately, I thought about Zombicide. Zombicide's got a TTRPG.
Zombicide has a
It does.
TTRPG.
It does.
Yes.
I got it. We still need to fucking play it.
Yeah. Ticket to Ride.
Ooh.
You are a train and you have to go from one part of the world to the other.
No, you could make it fun. You could make it about
Honestly,
buying a building like
yeah.
a train empire and trying to compete
That
with the other.
Could be really cool. Like I
Yeah.
said that as a joke. Actually, that has maybe got some legs.
Yeah,
it does have
definitely.
some
Well,
legs.
wheels.
And
I
rails.
mean, let's be honest. A PVE TTRPG King of Tokyo.
Oh,
Yeah.
kaiju versus kaiju versus kaiju versus
Yeah.
I
kaiju.
love that.
Yeah.
Because then you
I-
could also make it PvP
Yeah.
if you wanted to, but effectively you're going to have like a mega kaiju that you go against,
I would
and
like-
the other
I
ones have to work
think-
together.
I think you could get a pretty fun, and maybe just because it's the second, now because it's my favourite board game, I think Scythe.
Cypher cool.
Because then you've got factions in there.
Yeah.
You know, you've got like fucking there's like economic stuff you can do. Then obviously from like the kind of the little narrative stuff, there's adventures and shit you can put in there.
Mhm.
And it's World War 1.5, and there's giant fucking diesel punk mechs everywhere.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and Nikola Tesla isn't only alive, but he's making mad shit.
Yeah.
That'd be well fun.
And
be good.
Rasputin's just
Rasputin's
there.
cutting about, yeah,
cutting about.
yeah, definitely not in charge of
Yeah.
Russia, but super in charge of Russia.
Yeah. Anything come to mind for you, Jules?
What about that one you really love? That Congliottere, I think it's called.
Condottiere!
Yeah,
I'm not like,
Condottiere,
I don't like playing that with you.
I don't think I've ever played.
Wow.
I've won too many times.
Okay.
And the
Yeah.
last time I
Jules
didn't
is
win, I
really
just made
fucking
someone
good at
else
it.
win so that someone else wouldn't win.
But, right, okay.
That was quite funny to be fair.
Yeah, that's part.
Yeah.
That's
But
solid. Yeah.
This setting, this kind of like pre-Italy, like when it was a bunch of
Just
kingdoms
city-states.
fighting each other, city-states, and like that'd be really fun to play
That'd
in.
be pretty
True.
cool.
I suppose in that same vein, Rebirth would be the same.
Rebirth, yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of
Okay,
fighting, warring clans trying to rebuild Scotland's economic and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
sort of
Oh, there's so
sustainable.
You
many.
could have like a clan that's all into fucking solar. Maybe the
Yeah.
big bad guys that try to bring fossil fuel back, like that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Oh, there's so many.
Fuck,
that-
we're
that
so clever, aren't we?
yeah, we're just,
Just
an
sounds
absolute
right.
powerhouse of
Good shout,
ideas.
Adam. There's a fucking few
Yeah.
answers for you right there.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and
Root,
what-
obviously Root.
Oh,
that
yeah,
would make
Root.
it that
Yeah.
board game would make a really good
I
TTRPG.
don't think that would
Oh,
sell well.
I'm running that tomorrow in Lebowski.
Yay.
Come to the
Tomorrow,
Muskies.
like
In the future,
in
in
the
the
future.
past.
Tuesday, the 9th of September. You missed it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, sorry.
Speaking of running, we'll be running at the door because, folks, time's time.
Time
Time
is time.
Yeah,
Well.
time is time. So thank you all very much for joining us. Jules, officially, you have birthed yourself into the podcast lore. You're now locked in and held at gunpoint at all times.
I will
it.
be back.
As
will be
your
back.
as your contract is stated,
Yep.
not that any of us have signed one, but I'm claiming it is, and that door's locked anyway. So
Also, you can't ever go to Andorra. That's just a
yeah,
you can't go.
I wasn't planning.
I mean,
to,
if you
but-
go-
just in case
okay.
none of us can go.
yeah, you can go to Cyprus though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
you'll bump into
Cornelius.
Cornelius.
Cornelius,
Yeah,
The Dutch name.
yeah, the
Yep,
Dutch
fuck it.
name. Yeah, you'll bump into a guy called Cornelius in Cyprus. So I would
Alright,
go
I'm
there.
looking forward to it.
He has bleached blonde hair and a trench coat.
Yeah,
I look
exactly.
fine.
Very out of place.
Fucking hell.
But the place to be is in our Discord. So if
Get
you are
in the Discord.
listening to this and you're like, I would like to know more. I would like to know. Speak to
Who
these
are these
people.
lovely people? Yeah.
Exactly. And who are these lovely people asking questions all the time? Too many questions.
Far too many.
You can find us in the Discord, which you can find on Instagram or Facebook or on our website, rollwithit.co.uk.
We've got a link tree. We've got a dead TikTok.
Do you have a link tree?
We do. I made one ages ago.
Yeah, so you can find all the good
cool.
stuff in there, and you can find out about other nights. Like we're going to be at Lebowski's tomorrow,
Fuck yeah.
which will be last Tuesday as of when this goes out. We'll have all nights across September, October. We are planning some mad stuff for Halloween.
Yes, we fucking are. Keep your mincers peeled. There's going to be
Yep.
some good shit.
And speaking of
Here at Variety Bar.
exactly,
Yeah, right,
we have
yes.
The
smorgasbord.
smorgasbord. It's going to be all boards.
It's
all
all
of the
boards.
boards.
I'm
All of
looking
them will be
forward to
run
it.
by
Fucking
me. None of them will be run by me.
Laura's just going to mass curtail the puppetry from the bar, get like Coyote Ugly,
No,
but
that would
different.
be
I'm
horrible.
going to be
I'm
running
gonna
a
be
bog for the first time.
Yeah,
That's
me
right.
too.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be in Birmingham.
Oh, that's true. Oh, no.
Babe.
Jules is running Cyborg. First I'm
Yep.
running Borg. I'm going to be doing Borg, going back to my
Yep.
Borgy roots.
And I'm going to be running a hacked version of Mortborg that's set in space. Because the
lovely.
Spaceborg one that we've seen uses AI and it can get fucked in the bin.
No, thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.